See, we got some rotors here that we want to turn, resurface with new pads. Okay, so we can find the different cones like we did. Here we can use all these different cones here on the machine. See, there's a whole bunch of adapters down here. Okay. Or we can use this adapter. And we'll be using this adapter because it's universal. So we're going to use these. Okay, so I'm going to twist that. And on these pieces here, you'll see this controls this one up here. Okay, so I've got to find the other adapter, and I'm going to twist this one. See, this one is not moving, but this one is. So this on a level surface, I'm going to twist this out. And you can see that these little jaws right here are twisting out up against the rotor. Okay, so I'm twisting this, and I get it where it's tight. It's going to lock it in place. So this needs to be hooked to the rotor. Okay, so when I lift this up, you can see the jaws here are locked in. Next, I have to find a cone. Okay, that cone, is that too small? I might hit right here, so that may throw it off. So I'll get a larger cone, like this one, where those jaws don't interfere with this. So you can see how that's enough surface here, so I'm not interfering with those jaws. Okay, so I'm going to take this, I'm going to put this over here, and I'm going to make sure that everything is clean off of this piece here. I don't want any of these metal shavings on here. I want no metal shavings here. And I'm going to put this on the shaft here. I'm going to twist it up into place. No metal shavings between there. It's very important. Next, I'm going to grab the rotor. We're going to move it right here, so it's up against the machine. So now this plate is sitting on the rotor. This is mounted to the rotor, and then we use some extensions to tighten it down. I'm going to grab the sleeve here, fill space. I'm going to use this rubber piece for vibration to go there. And then I'm going to grab the nut. And I'm going to tighten this nut in a reverse threaded position. And it's going to snug up against there. And then I'm going to take this piece here, this wrench, and I'm going to hit it a few times like this. Okay, so I'm gonna get it tight and hit it so it locks it in place. And you can see we're not lined up, so we gotta get this lined up. So I'm gonna twist this. And you'll want to get a view of this. As I move it, I'm moving it so it's here in the middle. Okay, so I'm gonna move it back and forth. You can see how I'm moving this back and forth. I want to be centered in the middle. Okay, so when I twist this, if I go too far one way or the other, I'm going to have some issues. You can kind of see how I'm moving it. So I'm going to get it right in the middle, and then I'm going to walk this. After I get it right in the middle, I'm going to walk this right here so it keeps this from moving. And do not push this because that engages this shaft. So make sure that this is backed off and this is tightened. You can see right here, I've got it in the middle. So I'm going to go in about 1/4 of an inch. And this is loose, this is loose. And I'm going to turn the machine on right here. And I'm going to flip this up. And I'm going to do, now it's more straight. So we're going to loosen these. We're going to go in a little deeper, and we're going to take a scratch cut. So we're going to twist this where it just barely engages, like that. We're going to tighten this, and then we're going to go over to this side, and we're going to twist this right here, and then we're going to get a scratch cut here, just like that, and we're going to lock it. Okay? Okay, so we're going to turn on the machine off. We're going to see that it really didn't change that much. Everything kind of stayed the same from what we had before versus here. And the same thing over here. You can see they're lined up fairly the same. Okay? So I'm going to now loosen this. I'll loosen this. And now I'm going to hold the shaft, and I'm going to take this and move it 180 degrees from where I was, and then I'm going to tighten it. And what we're doing is making sure that it is true. Okay? So, is this a true mount? Is this mounted correctly to the machine? So we're going to loosen this. We're going to loosen these again. We're going to go in a little deeper. And then I'm going to turn the machine on. And I'm going to get another scratch cut. Just where it barely goes on. Do the same here. Barely goes on. Turn the machine off. Are the cuts lined up? They are lined up. So it is lined up so it's true to the machine. Cut, cut. Those cuts are lined up here. Are they lined up on this side? You can see they're cut here and cut here the same. So that means we're good. So with these being loose, now we're going to remove this out of the way, and we need to put on the band here for noise, because the noise vibration can cause it to chatter. So let's see, let's try this one. Hopefully this one's big enough. It's pretty small. So we're going to put this on here. We're going to put this all the way around here. It's a great big rubber band. Like that. We put that on there. You can see how it's positioned on it all the way around. We want to just take away that chatter noise. See that big rubber band there? And I'm going to bring the cutters back in. I'm going to run it in again and get a scratch cut where it barely engages. And I'm going to lock it, barely engage on this side, lock it. And now I'm going to twist this all the way out to clean that rust off. So I'm going to clean that rust with that lip all the way off. And I'm going to run it all the way in to the inside of the rotor. Okay, and so I'm going to the very inside here. And then I'm going to loosen this. But before I do that, I want to get this set at 0. See 0? I can hold this and twist this here. So if I'm holding the outside and twisting the inside, I can line it up 0. And then I'm going to loosen this, and I'm going to go 2 notches to the right. 1, 2. You can go up to 4. I'll probably go 3 here, just because how warped it is. I get this one and I set this one at 0. I loosen this one, and then I'm going to go 3 notches. 1, 2, 3. So I went from 0 to 3, and now I'm going to lock this. Back here, there's a lever that says fast. When I pull up on this and move it here, it's going to go fast. Pull up and push it to the back, it's slow. So I'm going to do a fast cut by pulling up here, and it's going to clean the rotor all the way out with the fast cut, and it's spinning this shaft here, and we want to make sure that this is loose, because if this is tight, it's putting pressure on this shaft as it's spinning. You can see how it's cutting the rotor. And you can see we're going to have to take a few passes on this rotor for how untrue it is. So as it's cutting, you can see where it's cutting on both sides. We're cutting here. We know that the machine is true to the rotor. This is a really, really big rotor. It had a lot of vibration. They ended up changing the rotor, but for demonstration purpose, we're cutting the rotor on both sides here, and you can see it's really, really warped. We have some great examples of bad rotors over here that people have replaced, and they can practice on these rotors. You kind of hear it skip as it's skipping. When it's skipping, it's resurfacing the high spots, and the low spots it's missing. We're going to wait till this turns all the way out. This turns all the way out. We're going to run it all the way in again and get another fast cut, because you can see it's really warped. And turn it off. Okay, you can see as that's entering the edge and it stops cutting, the shaft is still spinning. I'm going to lift this up and put it in the neutral position in the middle. Then I'm going to twist it all the way in. So I go all the way in like this. This rotor's really, really big. That's why it's hard to get this there. And then we're going to loosen this again. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go up to 4 this time. Then lock it. I'm going to loosen this and go 1, 2, 3, 4 this time. And then tighten it. So I'm cutting it equally on both sides. Then I'm going to run it through and clean on both sides again all the way out. There that we still need to clean up. We see this moving around. See, there's still a little gloss there at the very edge. So we'd probably still want to, probably finish that up with the slow cut. So we'll just run that through at the very edge with the slow cut. This side you can see with the fast cut that it's smooth all the way through. I turn it on, and then we're going to twist it all the way back in. And we're going to loosen like we did before, like every time. Move it 1, 2 thousandths. Then we're gonna loosen this one and move it 1, 2 thousandths. Lock both tight. Instead of pulling the lever forward with her fast, we're gonna push it back. And that's a slow cut. That's gonna spin the shaft slower. So as it spins the shaft slower, it's gonna do a fine cut. Okay. Okay, after it's cleaned all its way out here, we're just going to move this again back in the neutral position, right there. We're going to twist this out. And now we're going to grab a piece of sandpaper, 150 grit, 120 grit, and we're going to go back and forth across it like this. So it takes that bi-directional finish off. We're going to go back and forth on both sides. So we're going to go like this. We're going to go on this side. Have to go a long time, just take down those ridges on both sides. Like that. Turn the machine off. You can see it took all those ridges off. And then on this other side, we took all those off. We're going to break this off here. Okay. We're going to put all these adapters back up. Up here. Next, we're going to remove the rubber band for that vibration, chatter noise. Put it away. Remove this. Be careful not to touch the facing at all. Keep your hands here. Okay, and then we're going to get the cone off. This down here. Get the cone off. Cone back up. Now we're going to find the right side here, so we're going to twist this off here, and then this just pulls off as that chuck twists down. You can see the rotor on both sides. Okay, this is a good finish there.